our relaxing stay in Loutraki, we made one more stop before returning to Athens, the beautiful seaside town of Nafplio. They're having a marble sculpting symposium here. Before exploring the town, we stopped at a cafe to grab a bite to eat and say goodbye to our wonderful Workaway hosts. Then we set out to explore what is often considered one of the prettiest towns in Greece, and it was easy to see why. One of our first stops was a small Greek Orthodox church tucked along the streets of town. Inside, the walls were covered with colorful religious icons, candles flickered beneath golden chandeliers, and the air smelled faintly of incense, creating a peaceful contrast to the busy streets outside. As we headed toward the harbor, we spotted the small island fortress of Bourtzi Castle sitting out in the bay, originally built by the Venetians in the 1400s. The tiny castle once helped protect Nafplio from invading ships entering the harbor. Nearby, massive stone walls wrapped around the rocky peninsula. With old cannons still positioned above the sea as reminders of the town's long military history. I was also surprised to see cactus growing along the shoreline. Greece's hot, dry Mediterranean climate turns out to be perfect for prickly pear cactus. Lots of kitties here in Greece, too. We continued walking along the waterfront path that wraps around the rocky peninsula below the cliffs. The trail winds beside the sea, passing through old stone archways carved directly into the rock, with incredible views around every corner. Ahead of us, perched high above the town, stood the massive Palamidi Fortress, one of the best preserved Venetian castles in Greece. Built in the early 1700s, it towers over Nafplio and offers a reminder of just how many civilizations have fought over this strategic coastal town through the centuries. From the waterfront, we wandered into Nafplio's charming old town, where narrow streets opened into lively squares filled with cafés, shops, and colorful buildings with balconies draped in flowers. Everywhere we looked, there was something interesting to discover, including the classic orange and black vases decorated with mythological scenes. Others were filled with bronze and marble statues. And some sold traditional komboloi, also known as worry beads or prayer beads, which locals often carry in their hands while walking or sitting at cafes. At this one, we met the artist who used the thousands of beaches of Greece as her inspiration. Before long, it was time to head back to Athens. As our bus pulled away from Nafplio, we watched the mountains of the Peloponnese fade into the distance, their peaks rising above the valleys as the late afternoon settled across the landscape. But our Greece adventure wasn't over yet. Next time, we'll finally show you the place we called home during our stay in Loutraki, the organic farm where we spent our workaway experience in Greece. See you in the next adventure.